Welcome to Newswest for Sunday the 10th of November. My God, hasn't this year flown by? I'm Bob VK6POP, substituting for Clinton. His father's in hospital, so he's had the week off. Of course, we'll dock his pay. There's not much in the news this week. We've received no external contributions apart from Roy. So what you hear is what you get, and if you don't like it short, you know what to do. Chuck some more in next week. Anyway, on with the news. After a couple of weeks away, I'm back home wondering what to do next. Not wondering because there's nothing to do, I'm wondering because there's too much to do. After 40 years, we've sold the QTH and we'll be looking for another over the next few months. So keep your community locked, lest I turn up in it. There's been a fair bit happening around the traps, and here's a few of them. Russ's QTC magazine for November is published this weekend. You can download your copy at vkradioamateurs.org. And as usual, QTC is a good read containing useful information. The ACMA announced changes to the application process for repeaters and beacons, ending the long-standing requirement to channel applications through the Wireless Institute of Australia. The old process via the WIA has been the subject of complaints for some years. The ACMA has removed this requirement and now only suggests that applicants may wish to have their applications endorsed by an amateur radio representative body. But they don't have to, they can go direct to the ACMA. And depending on the complexity of the application, they might have to engage the services of an authorised person. Rob VK6LD is calling for lunch orders for Hamfeast. He sent an email out to the WA Hams list, so respond to that if you haven't responded yet and you are intending to go. And that's about it from me this week. Short and sweet. I'm Bob VK6POP. How many of you are old enough to remember the old public toilets where you had to put a penny in the device on the door, then turn the handle to enter the cubicle? It's the origin of the term, I need to spend a penny. It's also the subject of the toilet wall humour. Here I sit, broken-hearted, paid a penny, and only insert appropriate rhyming word here. No, I haven't lost my marbles, well, not all of them. I want to talk about a couple of things today, the user pays principle and getting value for your money, and these wrapped up within the context of an amateur radio club. The user pays principle is quite easy to get your head around, isn't it? Your club, let's call it Club A, costs $500 a year to run and has 50 members, so the club needs to raise $10 per member to stay financially afloat. So the club charges a $10 membership fee and that's that. The same deal applies if your club costs $5,000 per year. The membership fee becomes $100 per head. And that brings us to the next principle, value for money. Would members, current or prospective, pay membership fees of $100? They may, or they may not, depending on what they see as the benefits of membership of Club A. At this point, let's describe Club A. They have their own club headquarters, well equipped, well run, with plenty of activity. Now, I'll introduce Club B. Club B uses a rented, shared meeting room, can't put up any infrastructure, and is relatively inactive. Club B's membership fee is the same as Club A. Prospective members will weigh up each club and do the what's in it for me calculation before deciding to join up. I'll leave it to you to decide which club you join because there's often more to it than just the cost. However, the cost and what you get for it will be a large part of a person's decision to join up. I'm not saying that all clubs should turn themselves into replicas of each other. However, it's important for clubs to understand what it is that makes them a club and build on it. Prospective members will strongly consider what they are getting when they spend their penny. I'm Bob VK6POP.
Good morning, everyone. Here's the helpline for the 10th day of November 2024. Not 26 yet. Today I have a repeat of items for David McSweeney, VK6 and 6084. He has an FT2800 mic, FM 2-meter transceiver, in fact, 65 watts, $150. There's also a Kenwood Tango Sierra 660 HF 6-meter SSB transceiver, $200. There's also a power supply homebrew, 13.8 volt, 20 amp, $30. There's a Mirage Bravo 34 Golf linear amplifier, 2 meters, $50. There's also a Palomar 2-meter amplifier, designation TX225HD, $50. There's also a homebrew antenna tuning unit for HF operations, manual control, $50. There's also a 2-meter handheld transceiver, Fox Tango 209 Romeo Hotel plus manual, $20. Morse key has gone to a new home at VK6 X-Ray Lima, and the low-pass filters are still available at $10 each. And you may contact me on behalf of David. You can call me on 0427 000 995, 0427 000 995, or email to vk6xrayvictor@bigpond.com, and that email can also double for items for next week. If you have any items for next week's broadcast, please get them to me post-haste before Thursday next, and I'll deal with it as it comes in. Thank you once again for listening. 7-3 from Roy, VK6 X-Ray Victor.
Well, I told you it was going to be a short one, didn't I? So that's your blooming lot. Let's hope that the clubs who regularly send items in will remember to be regularly item senders next week, because it's a little bit thin this way. Okay, anyway, thanks for listening, and I'm Bob VK6POP, and let's see you stick around for the callbacks. This is VK6 Amateur Radio News.